So here's the 5-question AI, let's call it readiness test, that I want you to think through. Is there a documented process that AI can actually learn from, or does it all live in your head? That's the first question. Now, here's what I would say. If it does all live in your head, that's okay. You can click that little microphone button either on your phone or on your computer, and you can dictate to AI, and it can actually help you get to writing standard operating procedures. So that's not something that should deter you. If it's all in your head right now, fine. AI can help you with that. Is it going to be able to help you with your HR function to start out with? No, but it's going to help you standardize your HR function and your processes, so then it can make an impact. You see where I'm going with this? It's a total game changer. So let me give you an example. This is no different than when I have clients implement an HR payroll software. They want to implement the software because they think it's going to make their life easier, and it is. But when the implementation analyst says, "What are your holiday policies?" And you're like, "Well, in general, it's this." It's like, well, we need to know what your policy is so we can set it up when it comes to paid time off, sick leave. Do you have bereavement leave? What about USERA leave? Do you have unpaid time off? What's Family Medical Leave Act look like? Does your company qualify for that based on size? And if not, what about ADA leave? Do you have personal leave? Do you allow sabbaticals? Like, if you don't know the answers to those questions, then your HR payroll implementation analyst can't really set your system up very well. They can say, like, in general, this is what people do, but they don't know how your business runs. Same thing. They're running through an implementation and they're like, okay, let's get your benefits enrollment set up. What are your benefits? I'm not 100% sure what comes out of each paycheck. I don't know. We're going to have to ask about that. And when are your employees eligible? Is there a wait period? Do you send COBRA paperwork out, or does a vendor do that for you right now? Like, there's all kinds of questions. So they can set up your benefits enrollment, but they need the structure from you. Let's keep moving in that same vein. Okay, let's set up your performance review process. Right now, who executes the performance review? Does an employee do a self-evaluation? If yes, then when does it go to the manager? When does the employee get notified that the review's done? Is it a 3-point scale, a 5-point scale, a 10-point scale? Do you want to add math to it and weighting so that way it spits out a potential raise pool at the end of it? What are the questions that you ask? All of these things. Do you have open-ended questions? Are they attached to your values? What does all of this look like? Same deal if you do an applicant tracking system in your HR payroll software. Well, do you do a phone interview? Do you do a questionnaire? Do you send declinations out to people when they don't move forward? Do you screen for minimum qualifications? What are the minimum qualifications for each role? Where is that information found? Do you have job descriptions? If you don't have job descriptions, then how can we do good job postings? Because we don't really know what the job's going to do. So that's exactly the same thing as utilizing AI in general in your human resources function. The difference is this: if you are contacting an HR payroll technology vendor, they can make recommendations, but they can't say yay or nay. If you are working with AI, you can say to AI, I don't have a process for this. Can you benchmark best practices for organizations located in the state of X in X industry that are around the size of X in top line or bottom line revenue that have roughly X amount of employees, and give me some recommendations that are also legally compliant, both state and federally, that I can make a decision on? And then it gives you the data, the recommendations, and then you still have to say, this is right for my business and my culture, or it's not, and here's how we would change it. And then, how do we create a process for this, and what technology would we utilize? And is this something we can automate inside of AI, or is this something a person needs to do? And how do we stay consistent with it? And do we roll this out as a policy to employees? How do we internally communicate about this? There's all of these aspects. AI can get you further because it can do the research for you as well and give you some recommendations. So start thinking about that. But if you don't have the foundation built out, if you don't have documented processes right now, if it all lives in your head, then we're going to kind of shelf the HR piece, and we're going to first document our processes with the AI. So that's your first readiness piece, readiness thought.